My friend gave me the D, and I have that. I can show you. Would you like to see? Would you like to see the D that my friend gave me? Gave me the D. Here's here's the D. This D could mean anything. It could stand for Draco. Um, it's also brass knuckles. So you get in a fight with me, I'll give you the D. So last time I streamed, I had a envelope of Bambi coupons, and I explained briefly that when you would buy DVDs, Disney would just have these literal envelopes of coupons in the inside their DVDs, and then they would do that until consumer interest groups would be like, hey, Disney, you probably shouldn't put a bunch of fucking advertisements in a movie intended for children. So they stopped. And so I got another one of these at work today. And the first thing in this envelope is it's another thing to enter the DVD library sweepstakes. I think this is identical to the other one. I do want to point out, though, that on this one, I don't know if you can see it, that is, focus, that's Max Keeble's Big Move. This is my favorite Disney movie. Of all the Disney movies, I enjoy this one. See if you can guess which movie this envelope came out of. Is that, okay, that's it. Keep an eye out for monster savings and offers. Orville Redenbacher is giving you some monster savings, and by monster savings, that translates to exactly 40 cents. So you can save 40 cents on popcorn, which is still a good deal compared to movie theaters, I guess. You know what? 40 cents. You know what? We're gonna pause real quick. I'm gonna tell you about this fucking total cunt of a customer that came in and was bitching at me over literally 40 cents. All of our paperbacks are half of the publisher's price. So if you look on the back and it says $5.99, the book is like $3. It's like $2.98 or whatever the hell it comes out to be. But it's $3 for all inclusive purposes. And older books, like from the 60s and 70s and stuff like that, they still have cover prices, but they're really, really, really low because way back then, inflation hadn't completely demolished the value of the dollar. She's holding a little paperback book. It's probably about this big, about, cover-wise, it's about as big as this. And it's not that kind of inflation, by the way. That's the happy kind of inflation. This kind of inflation is where your money is worth substantially less as time goes on. It sucks. She has a paperback, and the cover price is 60 cents, but our sticker says it's on clearance for $1. And I pointed to the sign directly behind me that says, well, over on that sign, it says that all the books are half of cover price unless otherwise marked, and that book is otherwise marked. This book was published in 1969 because by that point I had taken the book from her and looked up the publication date. And I told her 60 cents in 1969 was worth a lot more money than 60 cents is today. And she kept getting on my case, so I pretty much I said, wait a minute. And then I brought up an online inflation calculator, and I punched in 1969, and then I punched in 60 cents, and it converted it to what that would be worth in 2013. And it turns out to be like almost $4. So I told her, I said, okay, look, the cover price of this book is actually $4. So half of that would be 2, and another half of that is 1. So you're getting half price books. So you're actually getting a very good deal. And then I handed it back to her, and she just walked away. Yeah, I know, like, how fucking petty does your life have to be where you will bitch over a difference of 40 cents? How, I don't even know. What? That is an advertisement for Disney on Ice. I will admit, uh, I have seen Disney on Ice, and it's interesting. That was the last page. Oh look, wait, no, there's some pictures on the back of Disney on Ice. This is some top-notch stuff. If the camera will focus, let me get. There we go. I guess you can kind of see it. We've got some people in fursuits. We got some people dressed up as cowboys, and then we have somebody inexplicably trapped inside of a giant ball, like American Gladiators or something. What is that? What even is that? I honestly cannot even make out what that... Oh, it's the carriage from Cinderella. Never mind. All right, this one. Doggone great savings. This came from that terrible movie, Snow Dogs, starring Cuba Gooding Jr. Nope, it wasn't Air Bud. You're close. And yes, fucking dog movies, but not fucking dogs in movies. Just, yeah, never mind. That was fucking as an adjective and not a verb. So, doggone great. Oh shit! That is an advertisement for Max Keeble's Big Move. How about that? More Winnie the Pooh movies. Uh, you have Make Believe with Pooh. You know, Manners with Pooh. Again, you can make all the poop jokes. This one's not as good. Holy shit. These are all movies where ghosts of the dead actors in them float in the sky. That's, so apparently they made 4 movies about that. Old Yeller. He certainly did go to heaven, didn't he? So, oh, look at this. Inspector Gadget 2 with French Stewart, because Matthew Broderick knew better than to be in that movie again. Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, which apparently was so bad I didn't even know it existed. Oh, they gave Quasimodo an actual girlfriend? Yeah, he kind of got shafted at the end of the... Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The first movie was The Friend Zone. It's okay. He's friends with the bells and the rocks that only talk when he's looking at them or whatever.